Okay, the newest development involving Northam and his push for a gun confiscation in Virginia. First, we're going to do a little backstory for those of you who have not been keeping up with things. Governor Northam won re-election despite having scandal involving a blackface and this and that. Well, he's won re-election. So, as punishment now, he has decided that when he is re-elected for this next term, that he is going to institute a gun confiscation. Well, long story short, a domino effect has occurred. He was relying on local law enforcement to assist on this. So far, that has failed. In fact, some counties, the sheriffs are willing to deputize people to prevent the confiscation. Now, despite the fact that there are some stories going around that some members of the National Guard, if he was to use them, would stand up against him and defy his order. There's no real true speculation yet as to real true story yet on whether or not the National Guard will truly defy the governor of Virginia. But in the last couple days, one of my Facebook followers brought something to my attention that's incredibly disturbing. You're not going to believe some of the stuff I found here. I'm going to save this for other candidates who decide to get dumb. But guess who was listed in the Turkish Coalition Midwest PAC? Ralph Northam. What the hell is he doing taking Turkish money? Look at this mess. Sheet Metal, Air, Rail, and Transportation Union back in 2016. This piece of garbage donates to Doug Jones in Alabama. We take a look at this. Never forget 9/11 PAC. Well, obviously he's already forgotten 9/11 if he's taking 9/11 PAC money. Turkish Coalition PAC. What the hell is this? Turkish Coalition Midwest PAC. National Republican Congressional Committee. This one kind of disturbs me a little bit. Congressional Black Caucus PAC. This is an extremely important video. It ain't often I tell people, you need to get this out and share the video. Please, I beg you, you need to share this video, the information I'm about to provide to you. I had sources tell me about some information involving the United Nations. The United Nations, I reported 2 months ago that the United Nations was about to go broke, and they apparently did. They put a ton of job openings online at United Nations careers, and I found 3 pieces of information people need to be understanding. These 3 things is what it took for me to find out what the hell's really going on. There are 4 job listings here that you are looking at. Some of this was posted as far back as August of last year. The United Nations is trying to recruit this. Give me just a second. I'm going to pull this up for you. What you are seeing is a job opening for a disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration officer. Department of Peace Operations. It took me a little bit to find it. Liaises with member states, UN actor, and other DDR interested partners to represent the mission's DDR component headquarters level. Acts as a focal point for disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration. Now this is in New York City. Hardship. They're calling this a hardship situation. Hardship is in, if they are from a foreign country, then yes, it would be a hardship. But if it's in the United States of America and the person applied from the U.S., it is technically not a hardship. Work experiences as follows: 7 years of relevant experience in disarmament affairs. Disarmament, ladies and gentlemen. Think about the situation in Virginia and the fact that as far back as before Christmas, they were teasing the idea. Teasing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not playing here. This is serious business. Teasing the idea of bringing in the UN to confiscate the weapons of citizens of Virginia. The way this language is interpreted, this is the language, ladies and gentlemen, political analysis, or in national military or paramilitary service. They're looking for mercenaries to take guns from American citizens. A minimum of 2 years experience in planning, developing, implementing DDR programs. Experience working in large multicultural, multidimensional environment is desirable. Now look at this. Read the last line right here under work experience. Experience working in DDR related programs in Africa. They are looking for military personnel that has experience in Africa. English and French are working languages of the United Nations. This next one here is a coordination officer. Here's some of the responsibilities the coordinating officer should know. Provides up-to-date information on USG regarding substantive political matters and country and regional issues, and makes recommendations for action. Acts as a focal point for collection, analysis, and coordination of information. This is an intel guide. This is an intel guide, ladies and gentlemen. He provides intel on different areas and different situations of what's going on. Here's another one. This one was posted on the 1st of December. Notice they say between 16 December 2019 to 12 January. Officer of Rule of Law Security Institutions. Disarmament, Demobilization, and Reintegration. Security Institutions. This was established in 2007 to strengthen links and coordination department activities in the areas of police, justice and corrections, mine action, and weapons ammunition management, the disarmament, demobilization, and integration of ex-combatants and security sector reform. Ladies and gentlemen, they are actually looking for people in case the police, ladies and gentlemen, decide to defy the governor so he can bring in this United Nations security force, if necessary, and take over the actions that the police will do in case they defy the damn governor. Governor Northam thinks he's pulling a slick one, but he ain't hiding from me. I will find the information and I will bring it to your attention. Now see, take a look at this. Special notice. The job mentioned it was supposed to end in January, but then it says down here, this position is temporarily available until 30 June 2020. They say one thing in the application, but further down they say, well, there is a possibility this could go further than January of 2020. We're looking at possibly June. While this temporary assignment may provide the successful applicant the opportunity to gain new work experience, the selection for this position is a limited period, has no bearing on future incumbency of the post. Basically what this says is, if they like what you're doing, they will keep you in this position. However, if they feel you may not comply with what they want you to do, they may yank you out of that post. And believe me, having to deal with individuals with guns and you not wanting to comply because you're afraid you may have to kill these people may not be in their best interest, and they can pull you out of there at any time. I know how these sinister clowns work. Here's one right here. Senior Program Management Officer. The Department of Political and Peace Building Affairs focuses primarily in 5 areas: integrating peace and security, ensuring sound analysis and early warning. Another intel person. Engaging in peacemaking, making political crises and violent conflicts, sustaining peace and enhancing partnerships. I know how the UN works. It has nothing to do with peace. It's about you comply or you don't. When you don't, then they can open fire. They are hiring people that either A, are willing to turn on America, or B, just flat out bring in foreigners that they know damn well will turn on America on a damn dime. Responsibilities. Develop the officer program management plan and evaluation of its execution. They want to make sure that the freaking UN peacekeepers, when they go in to take the damn guns, are to ensure they execute the notion of taking the damn guns. And once again, says that this position is available for an initial period of 4 months with possibility of extension, because they know us patriots are going to go in for the long haul and not going to allow this. We've got another one right here. Security Coordinator Officer. Department of Safety and Security, responsible for providing leadership, operational support, and oversight of security management system. Now take a look at the list of responsibilities. Conduct security surveys. Surveils the area for security issues, as in security issues equivalent to if a militia or somebody has a gun, to root them out. Assist in responsibility to crisis events and security incidences. Work experience. Works collaboratively with colleagues, achieve goals, solicits input, and generally valuing other ideas and expertise. Place team agenda before personal agenda. Place team agenda, as in place the agenda of the UN before anything else. So if the UN says, look, you need to go door to door and confiscate weapons, that is your mission. Nothing else matters. Foresees risk and allows contingencies when planning. Degrees involving criminal justice, law, international relations, or related is required. Work experience. Minimum 5 years progressively responsible experience in security, risk, and damage, and disaster or emergency management. Field security operations management experience in the UN, similar to organization, is desirable. 2 years of international experience on security operations is required. Up here, disaster or emergency management in public or private service areas such as national security, military, or police. They want someone who has a military or police background, possibly both. Subject to UN General Assembly approval, the post is available for 1 year. The appointment or assignment or renewal, therefore, of post funds. So if they run out of money, then the job is gone. Otherwise, if they keep getting more money, then it continues. It's based on a monetary basis. Ladies and gentlemen, do you understand what's going on here? Duty stations in New York City. Look at that. Right there. I do not have to stutter, ladies and gentlemen. I will keep finding positions that correlates with this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not just for Virginia. Their long-term plan is the U.S. Remember, the UN is wanting a gun-grabbing agenda. Give me just a sec. Possibly the response of what Donald Trump did of withdrawing from the arms treaty. However, there is something else I need to bring to your attention. And Mr. President, we beg you, please, take a look at what I have next for you. This is the extremely most important deal. I commend you for pulling out of the UN because they know they want to go after the guns and they know they want to take our weapons. This is a article that came out in 2016. I'm going to close this with U.S. approves UN use of force to protect civilians in conflict. This is not an indication that Obama supported the idea of UN on the force. And remember, I'm going to put out one more. I will make sure this is put in the description below. Remember, in the latter half of 2016, UN peacekeeping forces were in Standing Rock, North Dakota, over the Dakota Access Pipeline protest. In a way, they tried to blame this on Trump. They couldn't, because there was one problem. It was under Obama's watch. Nice try, Dems. Folks, you need to get this out here. If Obama was allowed them on U.S. soil during the Dakota Access Pipeline protest, what else are they going to do? Time to wake up, people.